Hello and welcome to the G3 Pulse podcast. Here to explain how BetBazar drives extra betting revenues and brings efficiency to the negotiation process is CEO Alex Iaroshenko. Alex, thank you very much for coming on.
Hello, William. Very glad to be here. Thank you for inviting.
So we had a chat kind of when the company was starting out, which you helped found. So in what areas is the gaming industry's customer supplier status quo insufficient in it or inefficient? I remember at the time you were saying that the current model could be improved, it could be streamlined. So how is BetBazar looking to disrupt the model?
So I don't want to start with the disclaimer here. We're not talking that every company use those like outdated methods. Of course, there are companies that's very progressive and thinking about the client first and maybe product second. But this is our like the nature of approach that we take in BetBazar marketplace. We try to think what client might want from the product and start from the client's market, its own needs, what kind of customer might have this, because we're talking about gambling and betting industry. So what kind of clients of their own they have, what is this preferable type of games or preferable type of content they would like to bet on or use in their entertainment activity. So yeah, and we start from there. We do our analysis for the client sometimes and come up with some ideas like this product might work good for you, or this content would be beneficial if you lack in something. And I think this is different because mostly people say like, oh, we get a product. Do you want to try it? Do you want to use it? And they don't care about how things is inside the company. They don't care much about the territory they are working in. Just we get a product, take it. We trying to get from other perspective.
And how do you go about analyzing those clients' needs? And what does the process entail, and how is it difficult from the typical aggregator approach, if I can be so bold as to say?
So typical aggregator approach would be that aggregator has games or products of one kind on the platform. And usually it comes with the big benefit of one integration. So you don't need to integrate multiple providers, you integrate one aggregator, and this is how you get lots of products from one hand. Marketplace idea is a bit different, I believe. So we have different products from different spheres. It's from, as was mentioned, casino and some kind of games and lotteries and sports betting content. And we try to find what kind of niches we can fill with those products that we have available. We have different approach in terms of number of the product from the same niche. We try to find the best and work only with the best. But sometimes we have few to offer, and especially in terms of casino slot games, yeah, you can't offer one product. This should be many. This, I believe, is our main difference between like marketplace and aggregator. Also, in terms of maybe pricing, yeah, aggregator is usually one pricing, and then you don't know how things go inside from which provider you have what kind of percentage. With us is more bespoke approach. So we try to find the best deal possible.
And what are the challenges of building out that marketplace to ensure that there is something for everyone and it's not just one particular vertical or one type of game?
As I said, we go like you mentioned earlier about the analysis. So we go into clients' sites or sometimes visiting their shops if they're offline. And we see what kind of products are there, and if we find that people are betting on certain things, that we probably will be offering something new, or if we find there is some good demand for certain products, we probably will offer a better alternative. Am I answering your question?
Yes, yeah, totally. The one thing that does cross my mind, however, is you have content, correct me if I'm wrong, you have content from a selection of different providers. How do you assure operators that you're not selecting content maybe from preferred providers, but handpick games that fill gaps in their portfolio?
As was mentioned, we sometimes have only one provider of a certain kind of product, like a platform, for example, or yeah, platform probably would be a good example. It is our choice of a platform that we are offering to potential clients, and of course, there might be thoughts that this is the most beneficial for us, but I believe from like 10 years being in an industry, I believe that the reputation and how things work for both sides are very important. And this is where we have the most of our like, clients, and we value relationship and reputation very much. This is why we will not offer something that we're not sure about, that will not deliver certain kind of revenues or certain kind of results. But yeah, like generally, this will be true to say that we choose for the client in some areas, but we always try to choose best.
And is BetBazar looking to create products in house?
Yes, we have some products that we are creating in-house. We'll be ready to present them, I think, in the near future, as soon as probably SBC Barcelona will be happening. Also, we are working on some kind of modules that will be easier for our partners and our clients to integrate together. So we will be taking some part like of aggregation side, but yeah, this is the partially our product, our own development as well, like an integration hub.
And as somebody who helped found the company, is this something that you've always had in mind, or is it something that's cropped up recently? It's something you thought there is a gap here for us to be the ones to offer the content as well as be the marketplace. Is this something that's always been in the back of your mind, or is it a relatively new concept for you to create products in house?
So, like a first part of your question about is have I been thinking about this since when about this type of a marketplace? I
Yeah.
think that yes, since I've been working in one of the biggest content providers in this industry in the world, I have been thinking about, well, yeah, this will be interesting to provide more, and while like more different services, more different products, and but the idea of a company establishment in the way it is developing now, it's kind of it's went out of the existing cooperation. So we had a cooperation when we were kind of exclusive provider of one of our biggest partners, and then after this we saw the kind of bigger niche there. So this would be maybe not only about the content, but maybe about casino and about live casino and about different kind of stuff.
And from your current roster of operator partners, I don't know if you're at liberty to name a few of them. Do they comprise young companies, maybe with look open to a fresh approach and want a different type of model, or is it something that's well-established heritage operators? You know, the likes of your, I don't know, your William Hills, your Bet365s. Is it something that they're looking at as well?
Um, Yes and no. So on the one hand, it is quite unfortunately it is quite conservative industry from my perspective. People don't want to try new things because their money depend on it, and they are most likely. This is what I'm saying from experience. They're most likely to buy when they already see the product performance somewhere and where they can know the kind of guaranteed result. On the other hand, this is super progressive industry. Yeah, if we are comparing with general IT business or somewhere, I don't know. It is very progressive. Yeah, we are trying new things. We are like the fastest developments, even within the IT sphere. Yeah, gambling I believe would be
Yep.
one of the fastest. Maybe crypto as well. But yeah, in terms of buying, actually, people would like to see it somewhere working already. Nobody wants to be the first, but the first might be getting the most of the bonuses. Like, I'm using this, I have been using this example quite often. People who had this esports content during the COVID period, during the pandemic, they I guess get fortune out of it just because they were brave enough and lucky enough to try it before the whole market.
And on the esports betting scene, would you say that it's flourishing and living up to its once mooted potential, or would you say it's plateauing and not living up to expectation? Because during COVID, we all knew that it was obvious with live sports coming to an end for a period of time that other alternatives such as live casino and esports betting were going to come to the fore. Would you say it was always going to, as a percentage of betting handle, always go down when live sports returned? But would you say that esports betting as a concept is matching the growth of esports itself?
This is a very interesting question. I've seen for this decade, I guess, esports popularity goes like, no, it is the upper trend, but in terms of betting market, people were like, oh, there's gonna be a next big thing, there's gonna be, there's already audience more than in traditional ice hockey, and then when they integrated it and when they had it on their company sites and this type of product, it just didn't work. So it takes more time to people to get how to use it, how to promote, how to get a proper marketing, to get your proper audience for it. I am a big believer in the esports and in the esports in betting myself, and I think this will be only growing, maybe not exponentially as it was expected initially, but it will be growing. But I think there is like a special way of how you should promote and how you should do these things, how you should work with this type of audience. This is definitely not the classic sports betting or bookmaker approach. It's faster, it's more is with a certain lower learning curve for these people who are using this kind of games. So yeah, but I definitely believe this will be growing.
And geographically, where are BetBazar's home markets? Are there, by home markets, I mean, what geographies, what territories are particularly interested in the concept of the marketplace? And what potential is there in areas for the company's marketplace? I'm thinking Latin America and Asia specifically, where you're looking to expand.
Exactly, you just name it. We had our home market is Europe, and we have like most of our clients from here. And yeah, active development now is happening within the Asian and Latin American region. We have like we'll be visiting some conferences, and we are having already clients there. But again, because of I think historically, it's just been a different kind of approach. It was different kind of pricing. In Asia and Latin America, it's totally different. So for us, it's kind of a challenge to be facing both new markets because they require both a very different approach, from my feeling.
And finally, you touched earlier on the fact that you're going to be at SBC Summit Barcelona. I believe you're
Right.
exhibiting. You touched on the fact that you're going to be showcasing your new products, your new in-house products potentially. Is there anything else that you're going to be showing operator clients and partners?
Using this opportunity, I want to invite everyone to visit our stand in Barcelona. We will be 2 times bigger than the last time, and it's always good when you understand that the company is growing, and we will be welcoming more and more clients with the new partners who will be exhibiting on our stand. And yeah, Barcelona is London always been one of the best and one of the favorite exhibitions to be in, and we having some hopes during this event, definitely.
Well, Alex, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing yourself and the team at the event. And yeah, thank you for your time and cheers for tuning into the G3 Pulse podcast.
William, thank you for inviting again and hop over to our stand.
I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you want to watch more, why not subscribe to our channel somewhere here.